guys, welcome back. Today we're doing another one of our This Old Western Town builds. This is actually going to be a long section of buildings that are all connected. I believe it's a 1x6 lot. And these are mostly just decorative, but I still wanted to create them and decorate them, because of course I did. Now I am just building the shell out, but we're only going to be focusing on the very first building in this section, which is going to be the bank. I do want to apologize for any sound issues recently. In addition to my it's not a webcam, it's a camera, it's an actual camera, but in addition to that, deciding to just show up completely without me changing the settings, it also completely changed my sound, and I didn't notice, and I don't want to think about it, I don't want to talk about it. I'm so annoyed. I'm now paranoid and checking all of my settings multiple times, because it shouldn't have done that, but it did, and here we are. So I wanted to use this door and window set just because I really liked the little open sign on there in Simlish, like that's just Chef's Kiss. I already knew going in that I was going to be using a bank sign that is in English rather than in Simlish. I normally shy away from that, but this particular set is very old but very good, and nothing superior has come out since, so not these doors and windows, but the sign that I use later on. So it does say bank, very boldly, and we're just gonna accept that. So it's actually 3 of these little squares long, this bank, because I wanted there to be a banker's office. I also wanted there to be a vault. I did realize that I didn't have a vault door, but I don't think that they necessarily had giant vault doors either. So we're working with what we got, and it's fine. Because this is meant to be like a small town, so there's probably like a banker and 2 clerks, and they run the bank. I wanted to give it fancy tile because a lot of old banks did have very fancy tile. Like if you look probably on Instagram or TikTok or whatever, but like at people who've converted old banks into living spaces, most of them have very beautiful flooring that was then covered up by like 70s carpet for whatever atrocious reason they had. I don't know. And yeah. I always wondered what it's like to live in like a building that's been converted. I'm not talking about just like, oh, it was a warehouse and now it's a house. I'm talking about like a bank, so it clearly has features that absolutely are not meant to be in a home, but they are in your home now because it's where you live, kind of thing. Or old schools, like modern schools, I feel like can be converted pretty easily without being too recognizable, but there's still aspects, and it's interesting. If I was not having fun with my I Spy house, who knows? I always joke that I get so mad because I see like old house listings in like Ohio or Iowa or upstate New York that are like gorgeous, beautiful, stunning, absolutely my vibe, well below price point what I would consider for myself, but they're in Ohio or Iowa or New York, and I have nothing against those places. I do have something against snow, and all of those places, without fail, have weather. So, I refuse to ever live where it snows again. It's not gonna happen. I am not meant for that. I like to visit the snow, but I don't want to be responsible for shoveling snow. I don't want to have to think about snow in my day-to-day life and plans. As a side note, these counters are being so difficult, and I was really mad about it. I digress. I can't. I don't like to be cold. I have arthritis. I'm also usually allergic to a lot of the plants and wildlife in those areas, which annoying. So I just admire them from afar. There was even one listing, it was upstate New York, and they were like, yeah, the community is kind of cliquey. If you haven't been in there for 3 or 4 generations, people don't want to talk to you. And I'm like, that sounds perfect for me, because I don't really want to talk to strangers either. Like, I would be happy to live in my little Art Deco house built in 1932 that's so cute and stunning, and just not have to talk to my neighbors. Would love. Because talking to my neighbors, that's another thing, is a lot of them are in small towns, and I'm also not a small town girly. It takes a very particular type of person to live in a small town and be happy. I'm just not that person. I want to be able to go to the grocery store and not hear about it for 3 weeks. I'm like, oh, you looked bad yesterday. Were you sick? Because you looked terrible. Or, so I saw you buy like 12 Milky Ways. Is everything okay? Like, leave me alone. There's also just not a lot of restaurants, not a lot of stuff to do, like, in terms of indoor activities. So, art galleries, indoor mini golf, like, things that I can reasonably do. A lot of it is very outdoor oriented, and I'm just not. I don't want to be outside. It's hot. Bugs love to bite me. No. I can't hike because I'll end up collapsed on a trail 20 feet in. And those are the things people don't think about. Like, they think about, like, the cutesy, wholesome, Andy Griffith kind of small town. And I'm like, yeah, but again, those people, you have to be comfortable with somebody knowing every aspect of your life. Every aspect. Small towns love a HIPAA violation. They love gossip. And it's just, and of course the ones that you move to that, like, are very cliquey, which is, when I was 16, my family moved to a tiny town in Montana, very cliquey. Very cliquey. So, like, you have to deal with the fact that you're never going to be first if you apply to a job. They will hire anybody before they hire you. They, like, it's just like a standoffishness. Which, again, that part, totally okay with. Totally okay with. Because it kind of negates a little bit of the nosiness. But again, then at some point you've been there long enough, they are going to be, like, in your business. It's just the nature of the beast. Ugh, but I was so sad because the staircase on that house was so cute. I am going to eventually replace the railing on our stairs, and, like, that is definitely on my inspo. Because it was, like, loopy and swoopy, and it was, like, the home of the arts and crafts movement kind of thing. Like, gorgeous. But that's a long time from now for me. So yeah, I can just see I'm not doing too much here. Like, I figure as a bank, especially like Old Western Town Bank, you don't need much. I do like those glass partitions that do come with the game. That's not CC. I know that there's little weak things on them, but I just think that adds a little extra zhuzhing to an otherwise pretty austere, plain setup. This is me looking desperately for anything that belongs in a vault. I swear I had a gold bar, but I couldn't find it. I did find some little safes, though, and that's what I ended up putting in the quote-unquote vault. I just added a regular door and then put in some safes. It's good enough. Like, I'm not going to be that fussed about it. And I'll probably come back and do a little bit more, but I was tired and I didn't want to close my game and reopen it. So much of what I feel like doing is, do I have to open the game or close it and then reopen it? Because that will make the decision for me. So yeah, we are pretty much done. I have some ideas for the other ones, like a telegraph office, land office, post office. But you have any other ideas? Please let me know. Just like little things. Maybe a candy shop? I don't know. Something that would make sense in a little western town. I'll have to think more. So yeah, thank you so much for joining me. If you like this video, please give it a like. It really does help. Again, I'm really sorry about sound issues and back monitor issues and whatnot. I think that I've got it fixed now. So I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.